Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Sisterish Show. It's your favorite co host,
Hello,
Jacqueline.
hello.
And we are doing a fun little topic today because we're in a silly, goofy mood. So, we're going to be talking all about girl math today. What is girl math? Why do we use girl math? And we're going to be kind of going through some girl math that I've seen on the internet, and we're going to be just kind of reacting to it and seeing if we agree, if we disagree, what our vibe is.
Yeah, I think that this is so funny because you and I together is trouble. And
Big
especially
trouble.
a year ago around this time, we went to Miami when I sold everything and we went shopping and it was just so much fun. But you and I are definitely a problem together for our spouses, for sure.
We really are. And if you know me in real life, you guys, I will justify any purchase. So
You
we are
deserve
definitely
it.
very dangerous. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of scary, but I can make
Yeah.
any purchase justifiable. So let's jump right into it. So first one is, if I pay for something in cash, it's free.
100%.
Absolutely. If you
It
don't
doesn't even
understand
count.
this, the money was never there. The money was never taken out of my bank. It didn't happen.
Yeah. So like especially in your industry, like tips, cash tips, like they don't count.
No, especially like I do hair. So to me, it's like, okay, I did that shampoo or I did that blowout. Like they gave me cash and then I spent it on like a coffee or food. Like it never happened. The transaction is erased from history. Like there's
Yeah.
no, you can't go back and prove
Especially as
it.
far as we're concerned with the government, like it never existed, obviously. It just cancels each other out.
So the next one is, if I buy something at the store and then I return it, I just made money. And if I buy something at the store and return it and then pick something else up to exchange it, that new item was free.
That was so funny. I started laughing whenever you're like, if I buy something and I return it, I made money. Because yes, it cancels each other out, but I never looked at it like that. Like you actually just like made an income because you returned a product.
Thought you were laughing because I froze or something, but you were laughing.
No, I'm 100% laughing at that. That is so funny. I'm actually starting to cry.
Wait, so like, let's say I go to Zara and I buy like a dress and it's $70, right? And I put it on my card.
Okay.
I go home, right? The balance
You
is
hate
on
the
the card.
dress.
I
Right.
hate the dress. Try it on. It makes me look flat. It makes me look like a board. I just hate my life. It's like big in all the wrong places. Absolutely hate it. Bring it back to Zara, okay? Wait in that terrible line of can we just did you have a Zara in South Carolina?
I didn't. I'm from like country
Okay.
folk place.
Okay. If you've been in a Zara checkout line, it's actually a torturous version of hell on earth because
Really?
it's so like the workers are in 5 times slow-mo. Like when I tell you, like I've literally planned to go to the mall early because I know I want to go to Zara, but going to Zara is an extra like hour and a half because the line
Really?
just takes, it's so slow. And this is a like every Zara I've gone to is like this. I don't know
I think
like
we need to like
why.
write into Zara, like get with it. It's 2023, sis. Like
It's
why are they
it's
so slow? Especially in
insane.
New
It's
Jersey.
so slow. And so you go back, you get in that line, you go to check out, or you go to bring your item. It's in the bag. You're like, yeah, I don't want this. That money getting pumped right back onto your card. I just made a profit.
Oh, this is
Like
hysterical.
I just made $70 back.
Okay. So my girl math for this specific instance, which I was completely laughing at you when you said you made money, is it makes sense to me because you allotted and spent that money from a prior paycheck or last month or yesterday. And so today, if you're therefore returning it, I see what you're
Exactly.
saying and I can get
Yeah.
down with that. You made money. I actually have a girl math funny one for you. Ready?
Okay, give it to me.
Okay, this is my notorious girl math. And I've had this beautiful math talent since high school. And
Oh my gosh,
so,
don't tell me. Wait, because I have a notorious one for me that like is my reasoning for everything.
okay.
So I wonder, I don't know if it's the same as yours.
Well, I don't know, but it
All right,
could
we'll
be,
say
but I'm going to
yours.
tell you. Okay. I don't know if there's like a term for it, but Sean, my mom, yeah, like they know this about me. If
Okay.
someone asks me, like, what did that cost? What was,
Oh, yeah.
like, how much was your crystal? I'll be like, oh, it was $20. But really, it was $50. Like, I'm notorious for when people say to me, like, so how much was your couch? For some reason, I always under say what it really was. And so like, I'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, babe, I bought this Gucci bag. And he'll be like, well, how much was it? And say it was, let's just say it was a $2,000 bag. I would be like, oh, $999. And like,
Yeah.
he knows that's Jackie math. Now, here's the other one. If I buy something that's not for me and not bougie, or like it's going the other way, I will make it more money. So my math equation would be like, my son will be like, yeah, so how much was that gift you got daddy? And I'll be like, oh, it was $55, but it was really like 19. And
You know
I go
what?
up and I go
Yes,
down.
I remember when I used to stay with you over the summers, and obviously like we would go shopping, and that was back when like before you even had an income, like
Made
it was
money.
just Shawnee. So
Yep.
I remember like Marshalls was like our thing. Like it was
Oh, yeah.
there was a Target and a Marshalls and like a Starbucks
Ulta.
all in the same
Ulta.
and an Ulta all in the same like plaza. So me and Jack would, wake up, go about our day. We would stop at the shop. Sean would give you some money, whatever. We would go to Marshall's, and I'm talking like $400, $500 later. Clothing,
Oh, yeah.
home
Everything.
decor, kitchen stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
shoes. Oh my gosh, the shoes. And I remember we would come home and like Sean would walk in the door, because another thing you're notorious for is furniture in different spots, new things always everywhere. So he would come in the door, and he would go in like the living room, and there'd be like a new coffee table. And I'm like, all right, like Jackie spent like $350 on this coffee table. Sean would be like, oh, like, you bought a new, piece of furniture in the living room. How much
Like,
was
there's
that?
no hiding that. You can't hide that. Like, it's like,
Oh,
it's one thing if I got like jewelry or something, I can like put it in my
no,
underwear
like,
drawer. But
you
like, I would come
get
home with like furniture.
furniture. Sean,
Yeah.
how much did you spend on that? Like just wondering, like, how much? Oh, like 120.
Yeah. Yeah.
I look at her and I'm like, we both know that was double what you're telling him.
The
And
other
it's
thing
not like-
about me that's
and
so
it's-
like, the thing about me too that's so like, looking back at my math makes absolutely no sense, is like we share everything. So like he
Right.
sees. There's
Yeah.
no like,
And that's what I was gonna say, is like it's not like he's giving you like a number, or like it's not like he even cared. Like,
yeah,
he would give you
it
money.
wasn't like I was in trouble. Like,
No,
he provided
it
a
wasn't
great
even
life.
like that. It was genuinely just in your brain. Like,
Yeah.
that's the number
Yeah.
that you would say. And I'm just like, what?
Subconsciously, like looking back at this, I'm like, okay, there's got to be like an underlying thing here as to why I like go low and then go high. It sounds like a lot like an insecure thing, especially
Do
because
you think
Sean
it's the
was not
childhood
even
trauma coming through?
I don't even know. I have no idea, but it's like it feels very deceptive. Like, if this was my son, I'd be like, you little liar. Like what's wrong with me? I need to work on this. This is unacceptable behavior. I want to hear about yours though. Maybe I have the same one.
So this is bad. Like, this
Oh,
is
I can't wait.
This is how I can actually justify every and any purchase that I will make for myself in my life. And I'm honestly like it's bad for me to even share this to the public. So Everything to me.
I can't wait.
Everything to me is a cost per wear. Okay. So let me give you an example. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say you want to, I'm just going to use anything. You want to buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Okay. Like sneakers. Like let's say you want to buy $100 Nike like Air Forces, right? You know, maybe you don't need them, but like they're a good shoe. They'll go with any outfit. You're like, all right, like I'll drop it. I'll spend $120 on my sneakers. Now, this is where the fun part comes in. If you wear those shoes, okay, every other day for the next 6 months, you're spending like $1 per wear on the shoe. So every time you put the shoe on, it costs $1. I don't know why, but in my brain, it just makes me able to justify anything. Like literally, like this water bottle, like this Simple Modern water bottle, which literally was not even that expensive. I've already like paid. I've already had it for like a month. I've already spent, like I've already made it worth it because I've used it every day and like $1 per day and it was $30. So like that's nothing. Like $1, I can spend $1 on anything. You know what I mean? And the more
absolutely.
I use it. So now if I use it for like I used my Stanley I bought it last year when I got back from Greece. So last September, I had it in my mailbox waiting for me. I used it every day for 1 year. 365 days times it was what? Everyone says it's so expensive. I use it every day. That's like 30 cents a day. Like, are you joking me?
Okay.
I'm literally being so environmentally friendly, and I just feel like it really in my brain makes sense. So I can justify anything. I think that this comes to makeup, this comes to clothing, this comes to just like I don't know, in my brain, if I
So
can
wait, I have to
divide
stop you. So wait,
Okay.
stop. When you go to the mall with your friends, I don't know if you do that.
Okay.
I don't do that. But like let's just say you go somewhere and you know, you get paid, I don't know when you get paid or how it looks, whatever. Do you do this math like when you're in the store and you're about to drop like $200, or is it something that you do after, or is it like is this equation just going on in your head all the time?
No. It's not a during. It's an after situation. It's like
why? Because you have guilt?
Yeah. So it'll be like yeah, so it's not like oh, I'm this great budgeter. Let me like plan out my purchases and figure out like how much money I'm allotting myself for this. No, it's literally I buy something and then I'll like come home and be like, "Oh, like that was a pretty big purchase. Oh, but I'm really going to get good use out of it, so it's so worth it because I'm going to like make it well worth my time." I actually did see someone girl math that on TikTok. She bought like a Van Cleef bracelet, which is like $5,000, and she did the math of like if she wore it every day for the next like 3 years, like how much it would cost, and she bought the bracelet. So I know I'm definitely not alone, but I think it's very dangerous because I just
was trying to understand when the math like checked in. Is it when someone's like, "Oh, those are expensive"? Is it when she's like picking the outfit to wear? Like I was trying to like
Yeah, I think it is like a justification thing. Like if I think about like my Abercrombie jeans, I'm like, "Oh, they're $90, but I literally wear them like all the time for work, so I'm getting so much use out of them, I can justify it." Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to another one before I literally lose my mind. So this is the next one. If I put my credit card down for dinner, like if we're in a group, right, and we're all going out or like I'm paying for something, and then people send me money, I just profited. Like if we're at dinner,
actually turning all of these into the funniest thing. I love this. So you made money again.
Right. So let's say, so actually this is very multifaceted. So we're at dinner, right? I put my card down. One, I'm getting the credit card points from it. So like that's another factor. Like I'm getting the points for this, $200 dinner. In addition to that, I'm getting Venmo'd, $30, $40, $50 from you hoes. That's going right into my bank account. Like it's profit. It's literally I'm making a profit from everyone's Venmos or Zells. I don't know how. I don't know. It makes sense in my brain.
So let me ask you, as like the devil's advocate. So then the bill
Okay.
comes the next month, and all that money's gone. Where's your like? Do you see that and you're
Yeah.
pissed off? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. It's
I just wanted to
like
make sure you weren't a serial killer when I asked that question.
no. It's more of like an in the moment, like, oh, when I check my bank account and I see like the now
Yeah.
$150 from everyone Venmoing me, I'm like, oh my gosh, income.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is
Yeah.
incoming. That's for sure.
It is. Okay. This is one that I know you'll definitely relate to. Okay. Online shopping, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you have $110 in your cart and you go to checkout
Yeah.
and there's like $12 shipping.
Mm.
But
I know what you're going to say.
if you spend
Yeah.
$150, you get
You're
free
going to get
shipping.
free shipping. Yeah.
I will be adding items to my cart
100%.
to get free
I don't want to pay
shipping.
for the shipping, even though I'm spending another $35, $40.
Absolutely not. You will never catch me paying for shipping.
It's like I've seen a meme like circulating around where it's like you've got, what is it? What was the one I saw? It was like you have $10 in your cart and you don't want to pay for like the $10 shipping. So like your total purchase would be $20, but you'll put $100 in for free shipping. It's like,
yeah.
but we do this all the time.
All the time. Because they call it girl math, like I want to know if it must be a mostly girl thing. I feel like guys like would be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like it's coming out to more. But to me in my brain, I'm like, I might as well, if I'm going to spend more money anyways, I might as well be getting product from it. Or I might as well be getting something back. Instead of just like shipping is like throwaway money. Like it's a waste. It's literally a waste of money. You know?
Yeah, I totally agree.
If I don't spend any money today, I can double my budget tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, if I have been like a good girl and I start to see like whether it's business debt or like I haven't even like gotten my nails done, like I haven't gotten my nails done from when my nail tech broke up with me, I'm like, I'm saving.
wait, what do you mean
so
she
much.
broke up with you?
So she's not listening to this, so let's just give you the tea. So I find the best nail girl in Marathon. Okay, this is the TT. And they are the best here. And I went there one time and homie didn't show up for the appointment. She was like hours late for it. So I like to see the owner. She was the best. So she had one of her girls do the pedicure, which is fine. I got the bougiest pedicure. I used to go
What time
every
was your
2 weeks.
appointment? In the morning?
My appointment was at like 11. You need to keep this in because this is funny. This is girl talk. My appointment was and you guys tell us what you think. My appointment was at like 11 and it was like an hour went by and she was so apologetic. Like I have nothing bad to say about that part of it, but I have 4 kids at home. My husband was working and like we finished the pedicure and they wanted me to sit. And it was literally an hour and 15-minute pedicure and she still wasn't there. So her sister, I won't like name drop where this is in my little island, but her sister says to me, because I was like, I really got to get back. I had a Zoom meeting and my sons were home alone. So I said, listen, I can come back later this afternoon or like the next day, but like I can't wait anymore because you want to like get your appointment, like get to the next stage of your appointment. So her sister says to me, you know what? Don't even bother. Like, don't even pay for your pedicure. Pay when you come back. So I'm thinking in my brain that I'm going to go home, do a Zoom and go back and get my nails done. Like they needed to be done. I look like a ratchet, like homeless woman. Mm-hmm. Well, she texted me. It was like, I'm so sorry, whatever. And then I ended up not being able to go back that afternoon. And then it took her a while to get back to me. And so I'm thinking, as I look back on this experience, I wonder if her sister acted like I was mad and didn't pay like for my pedicure because I was mad, because I'm not like that. I would never do that. Like, I worked in the service industry, like,
Yeah.
so somewhere along this, whether it was her nail tech getting pissed off that I didn't like tip her and pay her, which 100% you know me, Athena, I will hand her a $20 bill if I see her next. Like, I'm not like that. So basically we would go back and forth like a week or two after the appointment. Like, she's like, can you come this day? I'm like, no, I can't. Can you come that time? No, I can't. And now completely ghosted me. And it's been like 3 months.
What?
Like, I had her cell phone number and I was like, hey girl, like, I know that like I still have to, because now I'm feeling paranoid. Like, does this woman think I didn't want to pay? Because I'm not like that. So I feel like either it was her worker, her sister, somewhere they made me out to be a villain, and they're like, we don't want her coming back in here. And mind you, Marathon's like this big. So Sean looked at me and he's like, well, maybe it's just a sign for you not to get your nails done. And like, you know, that's like my thing. And so I haven't had like nails done for like 3 months, and I'm not walking back into her salon. And I've been to other ones and they're just not as good. So I used to be a nail tech, fun fact about me. And I'm very particular about like sanitary things and then like how my nails look. So yeah, I just haven't been back. Like my toes, and I live on an island, look like I'm homeless right now. Like, if you were here, I would hide them from you. Like, I would be mortified.
Oh my gosh. So, I didn't know that she literally,
it was a whole
like
thing.
broke up with you like that.
Oh yeah.
And like, and like, I'm a hairstylist, so I get like breaking up with clients. Like, you have to do what you have to do. And like, there's a lot of toxic crazies out there. Like, we had someone who literally walked out of the salon and didn't pay, but to like break up with someone because of like, I'm not even hearing an actual reason as to why, like, you didn't do anything.
So that's where it has to be that somebody that wasn't her made it out like it was drama. You see what I'm saying? Because even Sean, like, I gave this girl free oils. Like, I would tip her ass good. Like, I went in every 2 weeks. Like, I'm a girl's girl when it comes to like my body care and all that. Like, you guys are important to me. And so now I'm just like, I don't even want to go back in there. Like, I'm probably going to end up driving to like Miami or Key West to get my nails done or something, because like, I'm just not. And so I always like, I'm joking with Sean, like, I'm going to run into her at the gym or something. But I mean, I have a clear conscience. Like, I still to this day will pay for my pedicure and tip the girl. But like, at least if her sister or someone there made it seem like I was disrespectful, which I was going there for literally 8 months, and like, I tipped them great, and like, I was on a text basis with the owner. Like, the owner you don't have their cell phone number if you're a bitch. So anyway, that's the tea that we just dropped in here.
Okay, so this is the last one that we're gonna talk about. So if I have a coupon or reward money, like I have a $10 off or a $15 off, and I don't use it, I'm wasting money. Like, money's going down the drain as we speak. For example, Abercrombie, one of my favorite stores. I'm an avid Abercrombie shopper. They're super good with rewards. So every time I go, I like will buy one thing and I always get rewards back. So for example, I looked at my phone yesterday, my Abercrombie app, and I saw I have a $10 off reward. First thing I said, oh my gosh, I need to place an Abercrombie order. Like, I need to get something. Because if I don't use that $10 off coupon, I'm literally wasting money.
Even though you have to spend money to get the coupon. Okay.
So now I'm like, okay, the coupon expires in 3 days. So I'm going to go on the Abercrombie website, find one item that I like, and add the coupon and get $10 off. I don't know. No, in my brain, it just computes that I need to get something to save $10. I'm delusional. I really have just accepted that I'm delusional. It's just like, I'm in a state of delusion. So I think it also doesn't help the situation because like 2 years ago, our father made me watch a documentary about how
oh gosh. What?
He made me watch a documentary about how like in the world circulating, there's like so much less money than actually exists.
Right.
So like when we go into our bank accounts and we see numbers, like that money's not actually there. So like if you have like
so it's fake
yeah,
money. Like our government's
yeah.
been printing off trillions of
So
dollars in fake
right.
money. Like we don't
So
have it in the Federal Reserve.
no.
Yeah,
So like
100%
if everyone went to the bank and asked to withdraw
to
all their
take out
money,
their
like
money.
it wouldn't exist. So I
Right.
feel like that kind of skewed my perception of money because I'm just like, it's like I'm literally a blob on this earth. Like it doesn't even matter.
Well, it's
Like
also crazy and something to think about when you think about the fact, like, imagine even just like our subscribers here on the podcast, which how many do we actually even have? It's like if 200 of us went and said, I want to empty out my savings or our bank accounts, like the banks don't have it. And that's
no,
scary.
so scary. Like it's literally
Yeah, we need to do like a conspiracy podcast, bro.
it's literally like a number. Like it's like your Instagram followers. Like it just goes
Yeah.
up, down. I don't know why. Like I'm
Yeah.
like toxic AF.
No, I mean, I
Anyways,
get that. Well, it's like that's almost like a FOMO mentality because if it doesn't exist, like in the beginning of this, you said if we pay cash, that like it didn't happen, and it's like we've come so far away as a society in the last 50 to 60 years of like, if you think about it, okay, Sean still writes checks. Only recently did I get him to start doing like auto pay, and like I'm the auto pay queen. Like that's the difference in our relationships. But he will literally write out a check and send it with a stamp. A stamp.
stop. Why did I not
Yes.
know that? What?
Yeah.
He's such a
like,
freak.
It's part of his OCD and like whatever. And I'm always just like, do direct deposit, you'll save money, whatever. Well, when I was bringing in like some months, like it was like crazy income, like last year, like with my merch and all my digital stuff. Well, there's times that I think back to that and you never actually touch it. It's like you get it and then you're digitally paying this. You're paying a vendor, you're paying your virtual assistant, you're moving it here, you're putting it in that. And so it's actually quite frightening. I mean, when you think about it that way, like none of us like back in the day.
Should we do a girl math conspiracy episode?
Yes, I think that is the next one we should do because like imagine even our girl math, since like cash doesn't count, what if like we made a challenge to the end of the year that every time we got paid, whether it be a tip or whatever it is, like let's take $100 cash from that and hide it somewhere. We will all have a lot of money by the end of the year. Like I feel like we need to get back. You know how a lot of people say getting back to like our roots and like, you know, farming and having the chickens. It's like we need to have like mafia style shoe boxes with cash in them under our bed with guns.
Yeah, I think
that that's very important.
In a very serious girl math, you know, topic, like I think you're obviously way more likely to spend money on a credit card, like period. And it's all about obviously managing it correctly. But I think that since we've kind of gotten to a point where most people like are just like, I even had one on the list, like Apple Pay is fake. Like Apple Pay is not like, I don't know where the money's coming from Tap, but like when I go somewhere and like Tap, I don't know, like it just like I never see it. So I think because you never see it, you're just like it was never there. You don't have like a connection to it. Like, no, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. We've come so far from like it's such a digital age and like I don't know, it's like how do I teach your nephews to have the value of money?
Well, now you can pay at Whole Foods with your thumb.
Great. How?
She goes, great. Yeah, like at Whole, and I saw it on TikTok and I was like, oh, like that's so weird. Nope. Went to Whole Foods and like, you know how Whole Foods and Amazon are like connected, so you like use your Prime account to like pay, or not to pay, but you can connect it so that like if you have Prime you get more money off. And literally right next to like the tap to pay on like the little, you know, device, it's actually, I don't even think it's a thumbprint. I think it's your palm. Like I think it's like your palm.
Oh my gosh, we're like Mark of the Beasting here. Like what is happening?
She goes, oh.
We need to do a conspiracy episode. We're paying with the palm of our hand. Next, they're going to scan our eyes. And that's all, folks, for this week's episode. If any of these resonated with you, or if you're ready for a new nail tech. Let me know how you feel about the nail tech breakup for me. And then I feel like our next episode should totally be conspiracies. Like, let's talk about that. Oh, I love you. Good luck editing this is all I have to say.
I'm going to have so much fun.
All right. I love you. Bye.
All right. We love you guys. Bye.